Even if Greece is given a $96 billion lifeline, many analysts believe the Greek saga could still end in tears. Let's bring in Stephen Whiting. He's the global chief investment strategist at Citi Private Bank, and he joins me live from New York. Good morning to you.
Good day. How are you?
I'm doing well. So your company has come out to say it believes that Brexit remains the most likely outcome over the next 3 years. Why do you believe that?
Well, I would just keep in mind that the vulnerability of the rest of the world to Greek developments has dropped dramatically. And, for that reason, you can actually hear policymakers, some of them in Europe, actually propose Brexit as a more viable outcome. I'd say that the reasons, short-term or longer-term, for a removal of Greece from the Eurozone is just a great deal of vulnerability all around, both from lenders to Greece and Greece itself. I mean, Greece's economy is deeply depressed. What has happened recently in these negotiations, capital controls, bank closures, these sorts of things will hit confidence. And it's the depressed economy in Greece that has made the current debt payments look so severe right now. So just keeping and imagining that we will restore strong growth in Greece within the Eurozone is a very difficult prospect.
So what are your thoughts this morning on the timing of the IMF's call for more debt relief for Greece?
Well, I'm not presuming that they're arguing in favor of Greece not paying the IMF. The issue I just mentioned, again, is that we have seen a dramatic reprofiling of Greek debt previously. The average maturity of Greek debt is much longer than for the remainder of the Eurozone. And in an economy that was not depressed, the debt burden on an ongoing payments basis wouldn't be so severe. The problem is all the mistakes of the last few years on all sides. Essentially having austerity in a depressed economy without immediate stimulus. Both the reforms in the economy as well as a restoration of growth are needed in order to sustain debt of any level. And so all of these things are difficult all around, particularly for Greece. But it's very important to note that for the rest of the Eurozone, that Greek debt 80% is migrated to official accounts. It's about 3% of outstanding Eurozone debt. The privately held Greek debt is a tiny fraction of European bank equity capital. And the whole policy backdrop, the ECB doing quantitative easing monetary policy broadly for the Eurozone has excluded Greece. It's very, very sad, in fact, what's happened for the Greek economy in all of this.
But do you specifically see the IMF's comments, which pretty much are like a cannonball in these negotiations, can you see these comments really unraveling this deal?
I don't think so. I think that it's an argument to take further steps in favor of Greece once Greece's lenders are satisfied that they have trust-building steps in place. The various things that you've heard about to earmark assets for sale, various structural reforms, that additional steps can be taken, for Greece. The IMF's involvement is very likely to be one of monitoring, Greece rather than playing a very active role in funding Greece.